Cumberland County's nationally recognized public library is home to a beautiful collection of 97 original works of art by North Carolina artists. The headquarter library at 300 Maiden Lane is home to the majority of the collection, with other works on display at various library branches across the county. With the assistance of a grant from the Arts Council of Fayetteville-Cumberland County, you can now view the collection online. The library's Jody Risister and Kellie Tomita tell us more about this impressive collection.
Back in the early 1980s, when Headquarters Library was being built, the Board of Trustees at the time thought public art would be a great addition to the system. So they pulled together a committee in the community with experts in art and people who understand and appreciate art to pull together a collection that is now in all 8 locations throughout the county. Our art collection runs through an acquisition policy, and it has to meet professional standards. It has to be art that's created by a North Carolina artist, and they're all hand-signed as well. Funding for the art collection comes through private donations, and it is also managed by the Friends of the Library. We have 97 pieces of artwork in our collection, and a great many of those are by Louis Orr, who was a master etcher who was born in Connecticut but did a lot of his training in Paris, where he met someone from North Carolina. He came back to North Carolina and spent about 15 years doing etchings of landscapes, architecture, and significant places in our state. Louis Orr's etchings include the Market House in Fayetteville, as well as the Orton Plantation, not too far from here. Louis Orr's etchings are in the Louvre Museum in Paris. It's also in the Metropolitan Art Museum in New York City, and it's also in the Smithsonian Institute. We have art from local artists such as Tom Grubb, and Tom's experience and his background has been in math and physics. He was also a commercial fisherman, so his art reflects his experience. So you'll see physics and geometry and celestial objects and the things that he creates. Our collection also includes sculpture, and we have the Treasure House by Jim Gallucci and Window Stone by Horace Farlow. Window Stone is a piece of sculpture that's right in front of Headquarters Library, and not too long ago there was an earthquake in Richmond in 2011, and shortly after that we saw a small crack in that sculpture, so we were able to track down the assistant to Mr. Farlow, who was Keith Lambert, and he came in from Georgia and did a repair on that sculpture. So it's been polished and it looks just like it did when it was new. Our collection also includes pottery that was created through the E.A. Poe Brickyard in Fayetteville, and he's well known for the Poe House that is up by the Museum of the Cape Fear. The library has additional resources about art, and one of the best ones we have is called Cameo, and you can access that through our website. So if you go to databases under C and click Cameo, you'll find a resource that will take you to interesting photographs, paintings, textiles, and everything from around the world, and that are at world-class museums. We received a grant from the Arts Council of Fayetteville-Cumberland County, and that helped fund an online art gallery for our collection. That's important because our collection is in some of the private areas, such as staff offices, but it's also throughout the county, and unfortunately you can only see it when we're open for business. So through the art gallery online, you can have access to it all the time. If anyone would like to see our extensive art collection, it's easy by just going to our website.
This is a unique collection of North Carolina artists. You won't find it anywhere else. And it's valued at over $250,000. So it's worth seeing. It's a phenomenal collection on all 3 floors of the headquarters building, and we also have art at several other locations. And now we have a digital presence, and we figure that there are going to be people out there who are researching these artists who will be able to access this now, and that'll bring more people into the library. Plus, this is a cultural institution, among other things, many other things that the public library, roles the public library plays in the community. So here's another opportunity to use your public library and enjoy unique original art. It has a long and wonderful history of dedicated individuals in the community who loved art and loved the public library and thought the two ought to be together. And so they raised funds for this original collection. And there was a process. All these pieces were juried. I had these artists have to be of a certain caliber to even make it on the walls of the library. But we're very proud of this collection.